Hi there, I'm Elena and I teach watercolor tutorials for beginners. Today I'll take you through how I painted this beginner-friendly seascape in watercolor, the materials that I used. Firstly, the paper is a 300 GSM or 140-pound pad from Stationery Island. It's a size A5. I feel like the A5 size is perfect for practicing landscapes and seascapes if you're a beginner. The paint set that I use in all my paintings is the White Nights palette, and I have the 48 pan set. The paints I used were ultramarine for the sky, indigo for the sea in the background, turquoise blue for the sea in the midground, and raw sienna and Mars brown for the sand. I use Chinese calligraphy brushes. They're really good for watercolor, but if you don't have those, a size 12 or a 10 round brush would also be perfect for the seascape. So let's get painting. I start with a wash of ultramarine for the sky. My paper is dry. I've not put any water on the paper before. I feel for quick landscapes, you don't need to wet the paper. I'm applying ultramarine in a gradient wash, so I'm adding more pigment at the top and it's getting lighter near the horizon. Important point, if you want to do this painting all in one go without waiting for it to dry, leave a gap of dry paper where your sky ends and the sea will start. This will ensure you won't need to dry the sky wash before painting the sea. Next, I'm adding indigo for the sea near the horizon. I'm leaving lines of white paper to give an illusion of waves. Then turquoise towards the foreground, as turquoise is a warmer blue, and of course we put warmer tones towards the foreground and cold tones at the back. And also leaving white areas here for waves, and working the brush in almost horizontal lines movement. Here I'm mixing turquoise with raw sienna for the sea foam, and I'm just dabbing it on, leaving lots of white areas for the sea foam. This is a super quick example of how you can paint sea foam, and once I got the hang of it, I got the confidence to then paint more detailed seascapes. I'm using the tip of the brush in zigzaggy movements. The shapes and sizes of the sea foam are all very different, so just experiment and have fun with this bit. Next, raw sienna for the sand, making sure I'm not touching the turquoise paint and the colours don't mix together. The bit of the sea foam near the sand is always quite light, so just leaving that white and then painting a nice curve in the raw sienna just around it. And lastly, Mars brown near the waterline where the sand is always that little bit darker. You can also add little splashes or streaks of Mars brown or even sepia on the sand for some interest and texture there. Here I'm adding a few shadows on the sea foam, but trying to keep this really quick and simple. I really hope you found this helpful. Please like and follow for more watercolor tutorials.